Well, that was one way to end the music, and here we are. We're back, and there are your photos, which are on the web at the moment, and we've got one viewer at the moment, which is probably you, Sue. But anyway, there we go. So it's been sent round, and hopefully you can watch this later. We'll just continue as if you're all here. Let's get rid of that toast track, honestly. Well, that's one way to end the music. And here we are, we're back. So, Sue, if you'd like to turn your sound up. There we go. Lovely. Good. So, Sue, we've got lots of things to do and quickly catch up on. Going to come round a bit. That's it.
Well, we wanted to say hello to a few people as well. So we know a few of you were watching earlier.
Well, we did.
We couldn't get the sound going.
Yeah, I've got the new chat up and running, so but there's nobody there now. But anyway, so shall we continue? Shall we continue? So we'll do a roll call later. What have we got today sorted out?
Well, we've got a craft to do. We've got a story.
Oh, craft, good.
Very exciting story.
Yeah.
We decided we'd look at somebody who's experienced lockdown in the Bible, and we decided to look for Joseph. So we've got the story of Joseph.
Story of Joseph.
We plan to do over the next few weeks.
Good.
And
have we got some craft for that as well?
And we've got a Joseph craft as well. Now, some of you might have received it already by email. I hope you're getting your emails because that will give you the link for where we are now. So if anyone has got that and can see us, that would be brilliant. My mail delivery system's gone.
Right. Oh, has it all gone to pot? Oh, well, anybody who's online, tell somebody else that we're back as well. Oh dear, there are lots of things that haven't worked there.
No, there's just one.
Oh, just one. Okay. Right. Well, I've got a story to tell. I filmed the story this week,
which we could have put on earlier.
Well, we could have put on earlier, but then I wouldn't have found the thing at that particular point. But we've got a story to tell. Should we do the story now?
Yes, I think so. That would be a good idea.
Yeah, and then they can catch up later. I mean, we were going to do the John Hardwick song, so we might attempt to do that again. But we've got a story now. It's from Joseph, and it's as if one of the brothers is telling the story. So, okay, hopefully it'll all work. And here we go. It was a few years ago now. Thinking back, I should have said something. But we've lost one. We're no longer together as a family, all of us brothers. One brother less. You see, he'd come back and he'd tell our dad about things that some of our brothers were doing, giving bad reports and that. And what did Dad do? Well, just made him a lovely coat of many colours. He walked around so proud with that, and that really got some of the brothers' goat. They got really fed up with him. And then there were the dreams. I mean, before the dreams, we were all kind of disrespecting Joseph in a lot of ways because just of his manner. We were getting fed up with it. I mean, he's 17, but he should know better. I mean, he came out with the sheep and goats, looked after them with us, but his manner was a bit condescending. And then the dreams happened. The dreams. He had these dreams about all these sheaves bowing down to basically him. That we'd kind of be worshipping him or something. And because the sheaves of wheat all encircled the one that stood up. And Joseph said, "Oh, that's me." Some of the brothers said, "Oh, what, you're going to be king over us, are you? Yeah, we're all going to bow down and worship you, are we?" Yeah. That was the last straw, really, for a lot of the brothers. It was the last straw. We all hated Joseph even more then. And then there was the plan. A plan because Joseph had another dream. He had a dream about the sun, the moon and 11 stars bowing down to him. Do you know, this time Father scolded him. He said, well, what do you think? You think your mother and your brothers and me are going to bow down to you? Now stop this. The plan? Well, it wasn't very much of a plan because we'd all gone off down to Shechem to look after the flock there, right? And then our father says to Joseph, Joseph, go down and go to the flock and your brothers in Shechem. And I hear that Joseph was saying, yeah, I'm ready, Father, I'm ready, I'll go. So off he goes. Now, by the time Joseph got to Shechem, we'd gone down to Dothan. So he had to ask a few people, where were we? He said, well, they've gone down to Dothan. And it was while we were there that we saw him coming a long way off. Who's that? It's Joseph. It's Joseph. It's Joseph. And that's when the plan was hatched. Let's kill him and throw him down a well. Yeah, see what his dreams come to then. But Reuben, I said, no, don't do that. Don't kill him. That's not good. Throw him down a well, but don't kill him. So they agreed to that. They got hold of Joseph and they threw him down the well. These wells are deep. Didn't know if he was going to get out or not. So I made up my mind that I'd come back later and I'd get him out. But before that, while they were eating, they saw some Ishmaelites who were going from Gilead to Egypt, and they thought, we could sell him as a slave. Then we wouldn't have to kill him. Yeah, what a good idea. And as these Midianites were coming forwards, they said, oi. And they got Joseph out and they sold him for 20 pieces of silver. Well, when I came back and I looked down the well, my brother wasn't there. I ripped my clothes, because we do things like that, in despair. And I said, where is he? And they told me. Well, then there was all this talk about what we're going to do when Joseph doesn't come back with us. So they killed a goat and they put its blood on that lovely, beautiful coat of Joseph's. And they took that back to my father. Of course, we were lying. My father was devastated. And I've been feeling wretched ever since. Oh, well. There we go. Ooh, that was a bit very sad, really. What they did. Of course, there's a lot more to the story than that. But I've got a few questions. So, were you listening? Okay, I'll ask the questions and we'll see if anybody's out there listening. Okay, we know a few people have come back on, so that's good. Okay, but we will show it again at the end. Okay, so you've got another chance to do the questions. So, first of all, why were the brothers fed up with Joseph? Why were the brothers fed up with Joseph? Okay, don't tell us. Don't tell us. Why were they fed up with Joseph? Number two, can you name one of the dreams that Joseph had? Just mention an item from the dream. Okay, you don't need to do a long-winded reply. Okay. Where did the brothers throw Joseph? Where did the brothers throw Joseph? Okay. All right. Don't worry if you didn't see it. You'll get another chance in a minute. And name the folk who the brothers traded with, sold Joseph as a slave to. What were they called? I think I might have mentioned two in the story, but definitely one of them. Mm-hmm. And where were the traders going? They were travelling from to, and it's the to we want to know. So the 5 questions, I'll go over again. Why were the brothers fed up with Joseph? Name an item from one of his dreams. Where did the brothers throw him? Name the folk that the brothers traded with. And where were the traders going?
And I've got a bonus question.
What, a bonus question?
Well, actually, quite a few bonus questions, actually, because it comes into the craft. Name one of the other brothers.
You've got to name a brother.
Name a brother. Now, one was mentioned. Yeah. But if you happen to know any other brothers, you get extra points for that.
That's far too many questions to the bonus questions.
Wow. I'm being very generous today.
Yes, go on.
We'll actually lead on to our craft today.
Oh, our craft. Good.
So shall I go and talk about the craft now?
You can. Yes, we've got a lot of people back again. Hello. Nice to see you.
Yeah, and do say you're on the live feed. Say you're here again, so we need to mark you all present.
We do indeed.
We haven't even done our toast song yet.
We haven't. Well, yes, we've kind of missed out on that today because of various things. Of course, you can send any pictures you make of your craft into us at contact@thetostclub.uk. Okay.
And we can put them on the website, can't we?
We can put them on the website. Yes, because we did put some on the website earlier. Do you want to have a look at those, Sue?
Oh yes.
That's from last week. Okay, here we go.
They're brilliant.
There we go. Look at those. Yeah, I wasn't able to get the whole of the other 2 pictures in there as well.
So that's Faith and Hope there, and
but
and Ruby and Zara.
Yeah, well, if you go to the pictures, you'll see I've made comments by each one of those, and it looks good. And it's on the website. So.
Oh, and we want to just say hello to Jacob and Chloe. Hi, Jacob and Chloe. Great that you could be with us.
Yep, great.
Thank you. So.
Hi, Heather.
Oh, and Heather.
Yep. Okay.
Brilliant. We're now going to show you our craft for today.
Oh.
Because I thought this will go on all the way through our lockdown toast clubs. We're going to make a Joseph.
Yep.
And one of his brothers. So if you have a look now.
Shall I move this to you, darling? So you've got to. Yes. There we are.
Okay.
Just get them closer here. That's your lens there, isn't it?
So there we are. There's a couple of them, and I've got another one here. Oops. Joseph in his multicoloured floral print. Now.
Looks like Joseph's mum.
You should have received some instructions on via email, but it's also going to be put up on the website as well. But basically, you just need some card. Now, best thing is something like that. If you've got card at home, that's brilliant. But otherwise, use a cereal packet box, preferably after you've finished the cereals, and cut out. In fact, I've said on my thing, cut out a strip of card approximately 12 inches by 4 inches, or for those young people out there, 30 centimetres by 10 centimetres, and fold it along the short end. So you get your bit of card and you fold it in half.
You've got a demo. Where's your card? Where's your demo card?
Get your scissors. Cut it out. Just like that. And it'll be folded like this. And what you then have to do is draw a picture of Joseph on there. There's a naked Joseph.
What? Don't show them a naked Joseph. What are you doing?
So just about like that. So I can't do this. Ooh. So there he is. So you can have your arms going straight across or down or any position. Give him some legs. And then once you've cut him out...
Right, I've done that.
If you're using thin card, then you can do it back to back like that.
Sorry about the arm.
If you're using big...
I think he's carrying something.
Yeah, if you're using big thick card, then you can then you've got both Joseph and his brother here.
Okay, I'm cutting this out now.
Then you have to find some bits of material. Now, if your mum's got any scraps of material, here's a few I found. I got them in Aldi actually because they were selling little scraps. Or there's some plain, because you need some plain. And the idea is that whichever brother you choose, I'm not going to say the name of this brother because it might give a quiz question away. But if you happen to look up...
Hello, I'm Joseph's brother.
Yes, if you happen to look up Genesis, I think it's 37, you will find all the names of the brothers, or it might be 30. Well, it's one of them around there. You might have to search for it. Now, if you're doing cloth, you just literally cut out the cloth, fold it in half. I'm not explaining this very well, am I? Fold it in half and then cut it out so it's got a front and a back. And then right at the end, cut the little bit for the neck, and you put... Where's he gone? This is one I did with paper, because if you haven't got material, you can still do it. So I've cut it and I've coloured it in. And then you stick your Joseph, put it over his head, and there he is, fully clothed in his multicoloured coat. Absolutely brilliant.
It's very good. Look, I've cut mine out.
Very good.
Look at that. Oh.
So now you've just got to cut
your
material.
I've got to clothe him now. Yeah. I wonder what he's carrying. What do you think he's carrying?
A sheep.
Oh, he could be carrying a sheep, yeah.
In fact, with all the excitement, we missed putting our sheep out because they wanted to join in as well.
Oh, the poor sheep.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is. He's just going off now to carry the sheep.
Good. And if you have time, then do one in plain, because that's one of the other brothers.
Sorry, did you say in an aeroplane? They didn't have them in those days.
A plain, boring costume.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
So if you've got any odd scraps of material like that, or otherwise just draw another one, just like we did before. But that's one of the brothers. That's Joseph. Or where's Joseph in his floral print? There we are.
You had him set in his floral print.
And then get a bit of string or twine or anything like that to wrap round his waist. And finally, because we're going to do things with these all the way through.
Oh, somebody's phoning me.
I wonder why Alistair's got a Thunderbird ringtone on his phone. Thank you. Right, and then you just put a piece of card, just again cut out. I'm trying to find one of mine, they've all fallen out. Any of your bits of card you make as a little stand. Oh, there's another naked one. There we are, I've got one behind that one. Just cut out a bit, loop it round there, and then that will help him stand. There we are. So that you just doesn't matter. But it means that he can stand up then. So if I put them here. Oh, there we are. He's standing up.
Well, okay. Do it this way so we can see what's going on. There we go. So...
Because we thought we'd look into the family of Joseph, because I don't know if you noticed, he's got 11 brothers. Now, I don't think many of us have got that many brothers, and it actually didn't say how many sisters he had as well, because later on, if you read the Bible passage, it says they all cried and they were all very sad when they got back and told the dad the news of what had happened to Joseph. So, big families. And I noticed in that story that we might be showing again at the end.
Yes, we're going to.
That actually it made them feel a bit rotten, and particularly the one brother whose name I can't mention, who was planning to save Joseph and bring him back safely. And you'll find out later those lies that they told and the planning and the plots they did, all because they were jealous, all comes back to haunt them later, but in a good way. But I was just thinking about brothers and sisters, and I'm one of 4. And you know, when I was little, I used to be a bit jealous of my little sister because she was a bit of a goody-goody, and when Mum asked her to do things, she went and did it, and whereas I didn't always do it, so I got told off. But she quite liked helping and doing things, whereas I wasn't so good at that. And it's interesting because now my little sister is a nurse, and I know that our parents loved us all equally, but... sometimes it didn't feel like that because some of us got told off more because we were a bit naughty. And I notice even our own family, the ones that are a bit like me in our family, we've had to tell off a bit more. Whereas the ones that are a bit like Alistair, who I think was a good little boy when he was little, didn't get told off. And sometimes if you get told off, you think, my mum and dad don't love me. But actually that's not true. It just means that you're different. And everyone is different. So sometimes you get treated a little differently. But don't worry, because you're loved, you're special, and that's what God says about you as well. So if you're ever feeling a little bit down or a bit like it's not fair, or you've just had an argument, go and have a chat to God about it as well.
Yeah.
Because he understands, he knows, he sees. And if something does go wrong and you get blamed and it wasn't you, again, tell God about it, because he actually saw what really happened, and he knows and he sees. And most of all, even though we get things wrong and muck up, God still loves us, which is amazing.
It is, yes. Right, okay, now we're going to re-show that story.
And he had a plan for Joseph.
That's right. And then we're going to go off air just for 10 minutes to get our next bit ready, having completely mucked up the first bit, so sorry about that. And Jacob has said he's read the story, Sue. He's gone to the Bible and he's read the story. So I expect Jacob to submit correct answers to these questions again. So just before we see the story again. Okay, it's time to go back on air. Let's see if we're here. Oh, we are. Right, okay, so the answers to the questions are as follows.
That's if people put them in each teams. Did you do your Friends and Heroes teams? We forgot to say that.
Doesn't matter today because it's all gone wrong. So, number one, why were the brothers fed up with Joe? What do you think, Sue?
Well, 2 reasons.
2 reasons, yeah.
One, his dad gave him a really, really nice coat, and that they didn't get a really nice coat like that.
Yeah.
So a bit jealousy there.
Yep.
But it's because mainly he had all these dreams and he kept telling them these dreams.
Yeah.
And the dreams, they didn't feature so well in them. And it was mainly about Joseph being pretty important.
Well, also, he used to snitch on them as well. He used to tell his dad what his brothers were doing. So that wasn't good either. Okay. People don't like that very much. Okay. Can you name one item from a dream?
What do you reckon? Well, what about the one with the sheaves of corn?
Sheaves of corn.
Or sun, moon and stars.
Sun, moon and stars. Yes. They're all acceptable. All acceptable. Yeah, absolutely
good.
Right. Okay. To the 2 people that are still with us, or 2 families that are still with us.
Yeah.
Whee! Okay. And where did they throw him? In a well. That's right.
Cistern.
In a well. And number 4, the name of the version that we did on the internet here a moment ago, dear. Okay. And the name of the folk who they traded with.
Ooh.
Now, either
possibly
the Ishmaelites. Yeah. Oh, Daniel Cole has got 2 stars. The Ishmaelites or the Midianites. Okay, both are mentioned. Okay, both are mentioned. And where were the traders going? Well, they were going from Gilead all the way over to Egypt.
Egypt.
So it was Egypt. That's right, Egypt. And we're going to hear more about Egypt this next week for those of you who could make it. Okay. And Sue apologises because she sent the new link and she sent it with an O instead of a 0.
That was to people on mobiles. So
to everybody on the mobiles, yes.
Otherwise, you have to look at emails.
But don't worry, you can watch this back because it will all be stored up in YouTube and you can watch it back. Now, I've put the other one back on our website, so you can see that on the on one of the pages on our website, previous versions. But I've edited it so you don't have that half an hour gap in the middle of nothingness. Okay? And badges. Now, for those of you who are still around, we're looking for badge designs for the internet. I've got 1 or 2 ideas. I haven't done them yet, but I've got. Anybody got any ideas for a badge for the internet, for our lockdown internet?
No, Libby and Harry have helped design one of our badges already.
They have indeed, yes.
Very good.
Well, okay.
Very
I'm just
good, Libby and
putting it out there. If you've got any designs, just send them in, okay? And you can text them in or you can email them in, can't you? Okay. And have we got the email address? Yes, we have. Here it comes. There's our email address again. Okay, contact at thetoastclub.uk, but don't forget to put the hyphens in. Okay, I like putting hyphens in things because it just keeps them apart and you can see it more easily, but you do have to remember to put them in. Okay,
Again,
Sue,
if you manage to do any of your there's my little
What's that, sheep?
A
Look at
sheep.
that. Sheep.
Or Joseph. Give us a picture of those as well. And keep hold of them because Joseph's going to change his clothes in each story.
Not today. Not today. Okay. Right. Okay. Shall we end with a song?
Well, I think we're going to try and do our John Hardwick song again. It's the same one we did last one because I thought it's important talking about families, and we're seeing a lot of our families at the moment in lockdown.
Yeah, we are.
So this is talking about being in God's family.
Okay, right. Sue, I'm going to allow you that little space on the side so you can do the
okay, and are we going to get the sheep joining in?
The sheep, I believe, are being joined in.
Oh,
Yes,
good,
yes. Okay,
because they did say they wanted to join in.
Indeed. Okay, ready?
Okay,
Ready, everybody?
Is that cool song?
On your feet? Yeah, here we go.
Now this is a real cool song, so I want you to click those fingers from side to side. Oh yeah. Push your hair back. Put those shades on. And are you ready? Let's go! Anytime, anywhere, whoever you are, whatever you wear, you can be a member of God's family. Anytime, anywhere, whoever you are, whatever you wear, you can be a member of God's family. You have to be 16 nights alive, are you ready? You have to be 16 before you leave school, 17 before you drive a car, 18 before you can vote, but it just doesn't matter if you're 90 or free. 90, oh yeah, free. You can be a member of God's family. Anytime, anywhere, even louder. Anytime, anywhere, whoever you are, whatever you wear, you can be a member of God's family. Anytime, anywhere, whoever you are, whatever you wear, you can be a member of God's family. Stretch those arms out to pretend to be on a plane. You have to be on a plane before you can fly. In an optician's to check your eyes. In a cake shop to buy your apple pies. But it just doesn't matter where you may be. You can be a member of God's family. Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, anywhere, whoever you are, whatever you wear, you can be a member of God's family. Anytime, anywhere, whoever you are, whatever you wear, you can be a member of God's family. And again, anytime, anywhere, even louder. Anytime, anywhere, whoever you are, whatever you wear, you can be a member of God's family. Anytime, anywhere, whoever you are, whatever you wear, you can be a member of. You can be a member of. You can be a member of God's family. And a big cheer to finish off. Are you ready? Get ready any second now. Yay!
So shall we start that again? What was I talking about? I think I was talking
Oh,
about
not again.
failures. Yes.
Did you press that switch again?
I didn't. No. I forgot to fade up. I'm very sorry. So,
It's so
shall we
technical.
start again? Yes. I'll cut that last bit out. Yeah. So they won't know anything about it. Yeah.
Only the people watching us live.
Exactly. Yes. All three of them, 4 or 5. Okay. So if you want to watch anything again after YouTube has sort of scrunched it round and sorted it all out, it'll be available to see again and again, so you'll be able to catch up. So very sorry for the technical failures. I won't switch those 2 little switches in the software ever again. No.
And do get a chance. There we are. Just to remind you, have a go at doing these. Maybe have another Toast Club watching this another time. and actually do have your toast and do your craft, and then show it to us. And do let us know, if you listen to this later, let us know that you've listened to it, because then you will be eligible for your Toast Club badge.
Indeed. Okay, so we'll go, love you and leave you.
And say a prayer.
God, shall we end in a prayer?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
All right. Father, please help us all in this lockdown to maybe endure or to enjoy another week with our families. Help our mums and dads to have that patience with us, Lord. Please help us to have patience with our brothers and sisters. We don't want anything to happen to our brothers and sisters that happened to Joseph. Help us to, because we need that patience and our love for our brothers and sisters. So when they get on our nerves, please help us to pray to you, Lord, and ask for your help so we can all get on together. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, folks, well, it's lovely to see you again, and we'll see you next week, hopefully with no technical faults.
No, that's what we hope.
That'd be good, yeah, okay. So, see you guys.
Bye.
God bless. Bye-bye.